My child, do not quit that job yet. Stop for just a moment and listen with your heart before you move from pain instead of peace. I know you are tired. I know the weight you carried into that building. I know the words that were spoken over you, the meetings where you felt overlooked, the tasks that drained you, the quiet tears you wiped away before anyone could see. But hear me clearly. Do not make a permanent career decision from a temporary storm until my peace has ruled on the matter. This message did not reach you by accident. You may have been searching job boards late at night, scrolling through openings, imagining a different desk, a different manager, a different life. You may have rehearsed the resignation speech in your mind while driving home. You may have cried in the car after work, asking me, "Lord, is this my sign to leave?" You may be sitting at your desk feeling invisible, underpaid, unappreciated, and spiritually exhausted. But before your hand sends the email, before your mouth speaks the announcement, before your pain chooses for you, heaven is slowing you down. Chosen one, listen. I am not telling you that you can never leave. I am telling you not to leave blindly. There is a difference between release and reaction. There is a difference between holy transition and emotional escape. There is a difference between me closing a season and you running from a place where I am still forming something in you. This may be the end of the assignment. Yes, I may be preparing your exit. I may be shifting you into a new place, a new door, a new level of stewardship. But it may also be the place where I am refining your discernment, your discipline, your patience, your courage, and your future leadership. Do not confuse exhaustion with instruction. Do not confuse offense with confirmation. Do not confuse pressure with prophecy. Pain can reveal something, but pain must not rule everything. If this message is already touching the place you have been carrying in silence, like this video, subscribe for more spirit-led guidance, and share it with someone who is making a career decision under pressure. Heaven may use your share as their pause before a painful mistake. Stay with me, because by the end of this word, I am going to help you test what is really happening. Are you being called to quit? Are you being told to wait? Are you being instructed to prepare quietly? Are you supposed to speak up with wisdom? Or is there a hidden wound inside you that must be surrendered before you make the next move? The first thing I want to show you is not the job itself. It is the condition of your heart while you are thinking about leaving. Because if fear is driving, peace is not ruling. And when peace has not ruled, your future is not ready to be handed over to your frustration. My child, I am not blind to what has been happening to you there. I saw the meeting where your contribution was ignored. I saw the email that made your stomach tighten. I saw the way you sat in the parking lot and asked me if this was all your life would become. I saw you walk into that building with a smile on your face while your soul felt heavy. I saw you carry responsibilities that should have been shared. I saw you train people who were later celebrated above you. I saw the moments when your name was left out, your effort was minimized, your boundaries were crossed, and your heart quietly asked, "Lord, do they even see me?" Yes, the pain is real. Do not let anyone make you feel guilty for admitting that you are tired, you have been overlooked, you have been underpaid, you have been micromanaged until your confidence felt bruised. You have been disrespected in ways you did not even know how to explain without sounding bitter. You have sat in rooms where office politics spoke louder than integrity. You have felt drained by conversations that pulled on your spirit. You have carried excellence in an environment that rewarded performance, but did not honor character. And for some of you, the deepest ache is not only professional, it is spiritual. You feel suffocated because the atmosphere around you does not honor what I have placed inside you. But hear me clearly. I can validate your pain without giving your pain permission to lead you. I can say, "I saw it," without saying, "Run from it today." I can comfort you without allowing your wound to become the loudest voice in the room. Do not mistake my compassion for automatic release. Do not mistake my nearness in your tears for confirmation that every exit you imagine is the one I have prepared. A wounded heart wants immediate escape. A surrendered heart asks for instruction. A wounded heart says, "I cannot take this anymore, so I must leave now." A surrendered heart says, "Lord, is this release, refinement, or redirection?" That question matters. That question slows the storm inside you. That question puts me back in the center of the decision. Because when pain becomes the only counselor, you will call relief, obedience, you will call reaction, faith, and you will call an open door, my will, simply because it gets you away from pressure. Chosen one, I am teaching you discernment. There is a difference between being mistreated and being released. There is a difference between being uncomfortable and being finished. There is a difference between a hard assignment and an expired assignment. Some places are harmful, and I will lead you out with wisdom. But some places are hard because I am revealing what still needs healing in you before I place you somewhere bigger. Do not turn away from this too quickly. Sometimes the workplace becomes a mirror. It shows you the fear you have been carrying. It exposes the people-pleasing that makes you say yes when I told you to set a boundary. It reveals the pride that rises when you are not applauded. It uncovers avoidance, bitterness, comparison, insecurity, and the secret need for human approval. Not because I am condemning you, not because I enjoy watching you struggle, but because I love you too much to promote a wound that will later govern you. Pressure can reveal what comfort keeps hidden. Delay is not denial. Discomfort is not always dismissal. Pressure is not always punishment. Sometimes pressure is preparation. Sometimes I am strengthening your voice before I change your office. Sometimes I am teaching you how to stand before I send you somewhere new. Sometimes I am healing your attachment to recognition so that your next season does not become another place where you beg people to prove your worth. So bring me the pain, but do not hand it the steering wheel. Bring me the frustration, but do not let it write your resignation. Bring me the exhaustion, the anger, the disappointment, the fear, the secret resentment, and the part of you that wants to disappear and start over. I am not asking you to pretend. I am asking you to discern. Before you measure salary, title, convenience, opportunity, or distance from the people who hurt you, measure peace. The first diagnostic is not how fast you can leave. The first diagnostic is whether my peace is ruling while you decide. Because if peace is absent, something still needs to be settled before you move. My child, this is where you must let my peace become more than a feeling you hope appears after you have already decided. My word says in Colossians 3:15, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts. Do not rush past that word rule. It means peace is not decoration. Peace is not background music. Peace is not a small encouragement taped onto a decision your fear already made. Peace must rule. Peace must act like an umpire in your heart, calling safe or out, proceed or pause, wait or release. When you are standing at the edge of resignation, do not only ask, can I leave? Ask, has my peace ruled? When you imagine sending the email, does something deep within you settle or does something tighten? When you pray about staying, do you sense correction, patience, strength, and a grace to endure while I finish what I am doing? Or do you sense that the grace for this assignment is lifting with holy clarity and not emotional chaos? When you pray about leaving, do you sense a settled release, a quiet permission, a sober readiness? Or do you sense frantic escape, like you are trying to outrun pain before you have heard my instruction? Hear me clearly. Peace is not the same as comfort. A hard assignment can still carry deep peace. You can be stretched and still be held. You can be tired and still know I have not released you yet. You can face difficult people, heavy workloads, and uncomfortable growth, while my spirit gives you an inward steadiness that says, stay faithful. I am forming something here. And an easy opportunity can carry hidden unrest. A higher salary can come with no peace. A better title can come with a warning in your spirit. A door that looks convenient can still feel wrong because I see what you cannot see. Do not mistake urgency for my voice. Urgency screams. Peace speaks. Fear threatens. Peace steadies. Offense demands revenge. Peace restores wisdom. Comparison says, everyone else is ahead of you, so move now. Peace says, your steps are ordered by me. Exhaustion says, any door must be God's door because I cannot stay here another day. Peace says, let me lead you, not your depletion. The enemy loves to take a real wound and attach a false instruction to it. He loves to whisper, quit now, speak harshly, burn the bridge, prove you are not weak, show them they cannot treat you this way. But my spirit does not need bitterness to establish your future. Confusion will pull you into striving if you let it. You will start applying everywhere without prayer. You will send messages from panic. You will resign without provision, without counsel, without order, and then call the pressure faith. You will speak what may be true in a way that lacks wisdom. You will call rebellion boldness, You will call impatience obedience. You will call emotional release spiritual freedom. But I am not the author of confusion. When I lead, I may challenge you, but I will not drive you like fear drives you. I may stretch you, but I will not torment you. I may ask you to step into the unknown, but even there, my peace will be present as a witness. Look for the true signals: quiet steadiness, repeated confirmation, wise counsel, aligning without manipulation, practical doors opening without you forcing them, a calm readiness to obey even if obedience costs you comfort, reputation, timing, or control. True peace does not always mean the path is easy. It means your spirit is anchored while you walk it. It means you can say, "This may cost me, but I know God is leading." It means you are not trying to punish anyone by leaving, and you are not trying to prove anything by staying. You are simply obeying. But also hear this: peace must be tested alongside fruit, timing, counsel, and preparation. Do not take one emotional moment and build a whole future on it. Bring the decision into prayer again. Watch the fruit. Look at the timing. Listen to mature counsel. Examine your preparation. Are you leaving with integrity? Are you moving with order? Are you being honest about your motives? Is there provision, strategy, and grace? Or are you trying to make a spiritual decision while your nervous system is still on fire? My child, I am protecting your future through my peace. Let peace call the decision. Let peace stop what looks attractive but is not assigned. Let peace hold you in place if I am still refining you. Let peace release you when the season is truly complete. Before you walk away, let the umpire speak. Now let me show you 5 signs that this may be refinement, not release. Do not receive this as condemnation. Receive it as protection. Because if I am still forming fruit, discipline, and wisdom in the assignment, leaving too soon may delay the very promotion you have been praying for. You may leave the building, but you will carry the unfinished lesson into the next room. You may change companies, change titles, change managers, change schedules, and still meet the same inner battle wearing a different face. The first sign is this: I keep giving you strength for the day, even though the assignment is difficult. You wake up tired, but somehow grace meets you. You feel stretched, but not abandoned. You sit in your car and say, "Lord, I cannot do this." And then I give you just enough strength to walk in, answer with wisdom, complete the task, and return home still held by my hand. This does not mean the place is easy. It means my grace is still present there. My child, there are seasons when you are uncomfortable but covered, weary but sustained, pressed but not forsaken. If I keep meeting you in the very place you want to flee, pause before you call that place finished. Sometimes, my strength does not come to help you escape. Sometimes, my strength comes to help you endure what is producing maturity in you. The second sign is this: the same painful pattern keeps following you from job to job. Different office, same resentment, different manager, same fear of being corrected, different team, same need to be noticed, different workload, same inability to say no, different company, same anxiety when people do not affirm you. Hear me with tenderness. Sometimes the problem is truly the environment, but sometimes I am addressing an inner pattern through the environment. If you leave every place the moment that pattern is exposed, you will keep circling the same mountain and calling it warfare when I am calling it healing. I am not shaming you. I am showing you. The workplace may be revealing wounds from childhood, fear of rejection, fear of authority, anger toward correction, or a deep belief that your value depends on being praised. Do not run from the mirror before I heal what the mirror is showing. The third sign is this: there is still fruit in the place. Even in the difficulty, something is being sharpened. Your skills are growing. Your discipline is becoming stronger. Your patience is being trained. Your debts are being paid down. Your influence is quietly increasing. Someone is being helped because you are there. Someone watches your steadiness. Someone is learning integrity from your example. Someone who may never say it out loud is being strengthened by the way you carry light in a system that feels heavy. Look carefully. Is fruit still coming from this field? Are you learning how to lead, how to communicate, how to steward money, how to manage pressure, how to respond without losing your spirit? If there is still fruit, do not despise the field just because the soil is hard. Joseph was formed in places he did not choose. He did not choose the pit. He did not choose slavery. He did not choose prison. But I was with him there, and those hidden places trained him for the palace. David learned faithfulness before promotion. He guarded sheep before he governed people. He worshipped in obscurity before he wore a crown publicly. Daniel carried excellence in a system that did not share his convictions, and yet he did not let Babylon take his identity. He served with wisdom without surrendering his worship. Do you see the pattern? I can form you in places you would not have picked. I can mature you under pressure. I can teach you excellence in environments that do not understand your consecration. The fourth sign is this: every attempt to leave is blocked, and the blockage does not carry peace. Interviews stall, offers collapse. The timing feels forced. People stop responding. The door opens halfway and then shuts with a weight in your spirit. You try to push, but the more you push, the more unsettled you become. My child, not every closed door is rejection. Sometimes a closed door is protection. Sometimes I am blocking the escape route because what looks like relief would become a greater burden. Sometimes I am stopping you from stepping into a place that would pay more but drain more, promote more but cost more, flatter your ambition but weaken your soul. Do not curse the closed door too quickly. If the closed door carries a protective weight, listen. The fifth sign is this: I keep highlighting obedience inside the job before movement outside the job. I keep bringing you back to the apology you need to make, the boundary you need to set, the attitude you need to surrender, the stewardship you need to improve, the conversation you need to have with humility and courage, the work you need to finish with excellence, even when no one claps. I keep teaching you to honor authority without worshiping authority. I keep showing you how to speak truth without dishonor, how to be firm without being bitter, how to serve without becoming enslaved to approval. If every prayer about leaving keeps turning into instruction about how to obey where you are, do not ignore that. I may be preparing you for movement, but first I am requiring maturity. Chosen one, hear me clearly. Refinement is not punishment. Refinement is preparation. I am not keeping you there to crush you. I am forming something in you that the next season will require. If you run too soon, you may get a new desk but keep the old fear. You may get a new title but keep the old insecurity. You may get a new salary but keep the old lack of discipline. You may escape the pressure but miss the strength the pressure was producing. So ask me honestly, is this place ending, or is something in me being finished here? Is this release, or is this refinement? Is the grace lifting, or is my grace still meeting me in the hard place? Do not answer from frustration. Do not answer from pride. Do not answer from exhaustion alone. Let me show you what is really happening. And yes, my child, refinement is not the only possibility. Sometimes the season truly is complete. Sometimes I am preparing your exit. Sometimes I am opening a door no one can shut. But when I release you, I will not require chaos to prove your faith. I will lead you with order. So let me show you 5 signs that I am preparing your exit with order, not with panic, not with revenge, not with a sudden emotional explosion that leaves wreckage behind you, with order, with peace, with wisdom, with integrity. Because when I release you, I will not require you to abandon wisdom, integrity, and peace to obey me. The first sign is this: my peace has lifted repeatedly during prayer, not just during stressful moments. Listen carefully. I am not talking about the agitation you feel after a hard meeting. I am not talking about the heaviness that comes after someone disrespects you. I am not talking about the exhaustion that rises on a Monday morning when your body is tired and your mind wants relief. I am talking about a sober, repeated unrest that remains even when you are calm before me. You pray, and the grace no longer rests on staying. You worship, and something in your spirit knows the assignment is closing. You try to surrender your attitude, and I answer by showing you that the season itself has reached completion. The unrest is not irritation. It is instruction. The burden is not bitterness. It is a holy nudge. It keeps coming back, not to torment you, but to confirm that I am shifting you. The second sign is this: the assignment has begun requiring compromise. My child, I may call you to difficult places, but I will not call you to sin in order to survive them. If staying now requires dishonesty, manipulation, covering evil, participating in practices that violate conviction, or remaining silent in a way that wounds your conscience, pay attention. If the environment is no longer merely uncomfortable but spiritually dangerous, listen. There is a difference between being stretched and being asked to betray what I have taught you. There is a difference between enduring pressure and becoming part of corruption. Daniel served in Babylon, but Babylon did not own his worship. Joseph managed Egypt's resources, but Egypt did not take his integrity. If your job is asking you to trade truth for security, character for approval, obedience for a paycheck, I will not bless compromise and call it stability. The third sign is this: I begin opening another door with clarity, counsel, provision, and timing. Not every attractive door is assigned, but when I am leading, alignment begins to gather. The door may not be flashy, it may not impress everyone. It may not satisfy the part of you that wants immediate vindication, but it will carry clarity. It will come with wise counsel that does not flatter your emotions. It will come with provision that does not require foolishness. It will come with timing that does not force you to destroy what I told you to steward. You will sense that the new path is not merely better looking, it is better aligned. It strengthens obedience. It fits the next level of growth. It carries peace even if it stretches your faith. It does not make you feel like you are escaping from pain as much as stepping into instruction. The fourth sign is this: the fruit has ended, the grace has lifted, and staying has become disobedience disguised as stability. Hear me clearly. Sometimes you are not staying because you are faithful. Sometimes you are staying because you are afraid. Afraid of losing income. Afraid of disappointing people. Afraid of starting again. Afraid of being misunderstood. Afraid that if you leave, you will not know who you are without that place, that title, that routine, that approval. But when I have ended an assignment, clinging to it can become delayed obedience. The same place that once trained you can begin to contain you. The same structure that once provided can begin to limit what I am now requiring. If there is no more fruit, no more grace, no more instruction to remain, and my spirit keeps saying, it is time, do not call fear wisdom. Do not call stagnation patience. Do not call disobedience loyalty. The fifth sign is this: wise, spiritual, and practical counsel confirms what you have sensed in prayer. You are not hiding the decision in secrecy. You are not only talking to people who feed your anger. You are not isolating because you know bitterness is driving. You have allowed mature voices to ask hard questions. Have you prayed? Have you prepared? Have you checked your motives? Have you counted the cost? Have you honored what needs to be honored? Have you documented what needs to be documented? Have you considered your household, your responsibilities, your commitments, your timing? And instead of confusion growing, confirmation begins to settle. Counsel does not replace my voice, but it can help guard you from mistaking emotion for obedience. Chosen one, a God-led exit may still carry grief. You may cry while clearing your desk. You may feel sadness saying goodbye to people you cared about. You may grieve what the season became or what it never became. Peace does not mean you feel nothing. Peace means you are not ruled by chaos. Peace means you can leave firmly without leaving fleshly. Peace means you can speak truth without poison. Peace means you can close the door without slamming it to prove you were hurt. So prepare quietly and obey practically. Do not make spiritual language an excuse for poor stewardship. Prepare financially as I give you wisdom. Reduce what must be reduced. Save what must be saved. Ask questions. Read agreements. Understand benefits, timelines, obligations, and responsibilities. Document responsibly. Finish assignments well. Train who needs to be trained if that is required. Return what belongs to the company. Speak with honor. Give notice with clarity when it is time. Do not burn a bridge just because you are certain you are crossing it. Let integrity follow you out the door. You do not need vengeance to validate your pain. You do not need a dramatic exit to prove I am with you. You do not need to expose everyone on the way out unless I specifically call you to speak with wisdom and order. Sometimes your testimony is not in how loudly you leave, but in how cleanly you obey. They may not understand your decision. They may misread your motives. They may minimize your contribution after you are gone. But I saw it. I recorded it. I will not forget the labor of love, the quiet obedience, the excellence no one applauded, and the tears you turned into prayer. But hear this warning before you move. Even when release is real, the enemy may try to rush your timing. He will say, if God said go, go now without preparation. Say everything you feel. Leave them stranded. Protect your pride. Make them regret it. Do not listen. A real release can be damaged by a reckless exit. I may be leading you out, but I am still requiring you to walk out in my spirit. Do not let urgency steal favor. Do not let anger steal provision. Do not let one undisciplined moment damage the testimony I built through years of faithfulness. When I release you with peace. And when I lead you out with order. Now hear me with sobriety. When you are wounded, exhausted, underappreciated, and hungry for someone to finally notice what you carry, the enemy often sends a counterfeit door. He does not always come with obvious darkness. Sometimes he comes with an offer. Sometimes he comes with applause. Sometimes he comes through a person who says all the words your current environment refused to say. We see your talent. We know your worth. We can give you the title. We can give you the platform. We can get you out of there quickly. And because your heart is tired, because your confidence has been bruised, because you have been craving validation, you may begin to call it my answer before you have tested the spirit of it. Do not be deceived. Not every open door is my answer. Some doors are tests of whether you want escape more than alignment. Some doors open not because they are assigned, but because your desperation made you vulnerable. A counterfeit career door will flatter your ego while disturbing your spirit. It will promise quick rescue, but hide deeper bondage. It will offer more money, but demand less integrity. It will put a better title on your name while pulling your soul into a worse atmosphere. It will create urgency that punishes prayerful waiting. It will say, decide now, sign now, answer now. Do not ask too many questions. Do not seek counsel. Do not slow down. My child, anything that demands your panic is not leading you by my peace. A true door can challenge you and still carry peace. A counterfeit door can excite you and still drain your spirit. Remember that. A true door may stretch your faith, require courage, ask for sacrifice, and move you into unfamiliar territory. But underneath it, there will be a holy steadiness. A counterfeit door may make your emotions rise, make your pride feel healed, make your imagination run ahead, and make you feel powerful for a moment. But when you sit quietly with me, something will feel unsettled. Do not ignore that unsettled witness. Do not silence the warning because the salary is higher. Do not override my peace because the office looks better, the company sounds impressive, or the title makes you feel seen. Be careful when you are making a decision because someone finally noticed your talent. Be careful when you are making a decision because the title sounds like proof that you were right all along. Be careful when leaving would feel like revenge. Be careful when you are imagining the faces of the people who overlooked you more than you are seeking my will. Be careful when social media has made you feel behind, and now every opportunity looks like a chance to catch up. Comparison is a dangerous counselor. Revenge is a dangerous counselor. Validation is a dangerous counselor. They may speak loudly, but they cannot see your future. Desperation lowers discernment. When you want out badly enough, any open door can look like a miracle. When you are tired enough, relief can disguise itself as revelation. When you are angry enough, escape can feel like obedience. That is why you must slow down. That is why you must bring the offer, the conversation, the contract, the opportunity, the invitation, and the excitement before me. Ask me what is behind it. Ask me what it will require. Ask me what fruit it will produce. Ask me whether it is calling you forward or pulling you away from the lesson you refuse to finish. My child, I am not withholding opportunity from you. I am protecting you from a door that would cost more than it pays. I am protecting you from a place that would celebrate your gift while starving your spirit. I am protecting you from a promotion that would inflate your name and drain your obedience. I am protecting you from a paycheck that would buy comfort while selling peace. Do not accuse me of delay when I am guarding you from hidden bondage. If the door is real, it will survive prayer. If the door is from me, it will survive counsel. If the door is assigned, it will survive waiting, questions, examination, and practical wisdom. You do not have to rush to keep what I have ordained. You do not have to panic to preserve what I have prepared. Let the door be tested. Let peace rule. Let wisdom speak. Let counsel examine it. Let time reveal fruit. Because what I send will not require you to abandon discernment to receive it. and what I bless will not punish you for preparing before you move. Now, my child, after the door has been tested, after peace has been allowed to rule, after counsel has been invited to examine what your emotions may be too tired to see clearly, I want you to understand this. The question is no longer only, should I leave? The question is also, have I prepared with wisdom for what I am asking me to release? Sometimes when I say, not yet, I am not saying, never. I am saying, build structure first. I am saying, strengthen what would collapse under the weight of transition. I am saying, do not step into a new season carrying the disorder that made the last season more painful than it had to be. A God-led transition is prepared in private before it is announced in public. Do not confuse silence with stagnation. Do not confuse hidden preparation with delay. There are things I do in secret because public movement without private formation can expose you too soon. Pray daily for peace. Not once, not only when you are crying, not only after another difficult meeting. Bring the decision before me again and again until fear quiets and wisdom becomes clear. Write down the confirmations I give you. Write down the scriptures that keep returning. Write down the counsel that aligns. Write down the warnings too. Your memory can become selective when emotions rise, but what is written can help you discern the pattern. Ask for wise counsel, not gossip, not people who only dislike your workplace because you dislike it, not people who will baptize your bitterness and call it discernment. Ask those who know my word, who can ask hard questions, who care more about your obedience than your comfort. Examine your motives. Are you moving because I am leading, or because you want someone to finally feel the cost of undervaluing you? Are you leaving because the assignment is complete, or because offense has become louder than wisdom? Forgive the wounds from that place before you let those wounds author your resignation. Bitterness is a poor writer. It will make your words sharp, your timing reckless, and your memory one-sided. Let me cleanse your heart before your hand signs anything. And prepare practically. Update the resume, strengthen the skills, learn what needs to be learned before the next door asks for it. Reduce unnecessary spending, build emergency margin, research the market, apply strategically, not frantically. Understand your benefits, contracts, notice periods, insurance, bonuses, repayment clauses, non-competes, responsibilities, and obligations before you move. Do not call ignorance faith. Do not call lack of planning surrender. I can lead you supernaturally, but I also command you to walk wisely. Preparation is not unbelief. Preparation is stewardship. While you prepare, remain excellent where you are. Do not sabotage the present because you are excited about the future. Do not become careless because you think the season is almost over. Do not stop serving with integrity because your heart has already left the room. I watch how you handle what you are leaving. I watch how you speak when you feel underappreciated. I watch how you finish assignments. No one applauds. I watch whether you honor commitments when your emotions want to detach. Your exit is part of your testimony. Let your obedience be clean. But hear me clearly. Staying for now does not mean accepting abuse. It does not mean enabling exploitation. It does not mean abandoning wise escalation or pretending something is holy just because you are enduring it. If there are patterns of harm, document what needs to be documented. Speak truth with wisdom. Seek HR support when appropriate. Set limits. Ask for clarity in writing. Protect your health. Refuse manipulation. Honor does not require silence in the face of wrong. Patience does not require you to let people destroy what I have entrusted to you. I may tell you to stay, but I may also tell you to speak. I may tell you to wait, but I may also tell you to set a boundary without fear. Chosen one, you do not move like a fugitive. You move like a son. You move like a daughter. You move guided, covered, sober, accountable, and steady. You do not run through doors because panic is chasing you. You walk when my peace goes before you. You do not need to announce every step before it is formed. You do not need to explain every private instruction to people who have not prayed over your future. Let me build the transition beneath the surface before the world sees the movement. And understand this deeper thing. Preparation is not only external. It is not only resumes, savings, applications, and interviews. I am also preparing the heart that will carry the next assignment. I am healing the part of you that tied your worth to being needed. I am touching the wound that made criticism feel like rejection. I am separating your identity from a title, a company, a salary, a supervisor's approval, and a room that never fully saw you. Before I move you outwardly, let me steady you inwardly, because the next season is not just about where you work, it is about who you are when no title is holding you together. My child, this is where I must touch the deeper wound, because for many, the anxiety about the job is not only about the job, it is about identity. It is about the fear of being behind. It is about shame when your income does not look like what you thought it would look like by now. It is about the ache of watching others advance while you feel unseen. It is about resentment that keeps whispering, "They do not recognize me. They do not value me. They do not know what I carry." It is about the hidden belief that if the title is small, then you are small. If the salary is not impressive, then your life is not impressive. If the promotion has not come, then maybe you are not chosen. Hear me clearly. Before they hired you, I knew you. Before they promoted you, I valued you. Before they rejected your application, I had already written purpose over your life. Before a manager reviewed your performance, my hand was already upon you. Before a company placed a title beside your name, I had already called you mine. Your worth did not begin when someone approved your resume, and your worth cannot end because someone failed to see your value. Do not let a workplace become the measuring rod for your soul. Do not let a supervisor become the judge of your calling. Do not let a paycheck become the proof that I am with you. I provide through jobs, but your job is not your source. I open doors through people, but people are not your foundation. I give assignments in organizations, offices, fields, platforms, classrooms, hospitals, stores, warehouses, and boardrooms, but none of those places are your identity. They are assignments. They are seasons. They are fields where obedience is tested and fruit is formed, but they are not the final definition of who you are. You may be in a hard place, but you are not reduced to that place. You may feel overlooked, but you are not invisible to me. You may feel underpaid, but you are not undervalued in heaven. You may feel stuck in a role that does not reflect the fullness of what I placed inside you, but I have not forgotten what I planted. I know the gift before the room recognizes it. I know the calling before the opportunity appears. I know the seed before the harvest has a name. This is why I am breaking your dependence on approval. Not because encouragement is wrong, not because recognition is evil, not because promotion cannot come from my hand, but because I love you too much to let applause become your oxygen. I love you too much to let position become your identity. I love you too much to let comparison govern your decisions. I am teaching you to work from identity, not for identity. I am teaching you to serve because you are mine, not because you are begging people to prove you matter. I am teaching you to build, lead, create, support, manage, labor, and steward from a settled place. Some of you are staying because you are afraid I cannot provide elsewhere. That is not loyalty. That is fear, wearing religious language. And some of you are leaving because you feel you must prove yourself quickly. That is not faith. That is fear wearing ambition. One person remains in bondage because they do not believe I can open another door. Another person runs into disorder because they do not believe I can establish them in my timing. Both are being driven by the same root. Fear. Fear of lack. Fear of failure. Fear of being forgotten. Fear of not becoming what you imagined. Trust in me with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge me, and I will direct your paths. Not some of your ways, all of them. Your interviews, your resignation, your waiting, your conversations, your finances, your disappointment, your ambition, your fear. Bring all of it under my leadership. Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, and the things you need will be added in my order. I did not say chase first. I did not say compare first. I did not say prove first. I said seek first. When my kingdom becomes first, your career stops becoming an altar where you sacrifice your peace. And even when the path goes through a valley, remember Psalm 23. I am still your shepherd there. I lead you beside still waters, and I restore your soul. I guide you in paths of righteousness for my name's sake. Even when you walk through the valley of the shadow, you do not have to panic, because I am with you. A valley is not your identity. A shadow is not your future. A hard season is not the whole story. I can guide you through without letting fear become your master. So let me heal the part of you that needs the next title to feel valuable. Let me heal the part of you that feels embarrassed by the season you are in. Let me heal the part of you that is angry because people did not clap when you sacrificed. Let me heal the part of you that wants to leave just to prove they lost someone important. Let me heal the part of you that wants to stay just because uncertainty feels too frightening. When your identity is anchored in me, your career decisions stop being desperate attempts to prove your worth. Then you can stay without feeling small. You can wait without feeling forgotten. You can prepare without feeling behind. You can speak without needing revenge. You can go without needing applause. Once your identity is steady, the next step becomes clearer. Then you can listen for the specific instruction I am giving in this season. Stay, wait, prepare, speak, or go. Now ask me for the specific instruction. Do not only ask, should I quit? That question may be too small for what I am trying to show you. Ask me, Father, what are you saying right now? Are you telling me to stay, wait, prepare, speak, or go? Because the goal is not simply to decide quickly. The goal is to obey the specific instruction I am giving for this season. My child, I do not lead my children by confusion. I may not always answer according to your preferred timeline, but I am not trying to leave you wandering in a fog. I am teaching you how to recognize my voice in decisions that affect your future. I am training your ear to know the difference between fear and wisdom, urgency and instruction, offense and conviction, escape and release. So slow down. Put every option before me. Do not make the loudest feeling your leader. Let my peace rule. The first instruction may be stay. And if I say stay, do not assume I am ignoring your pain. Stay does not mean the place is perfect. Stay does not mean everyone has treated you rightly. Stay does not mean your tears were imaginary. Stay means there is still grace for the assignment. Stay means there is still fruit I am forming. Stay means there is training you have not completed, discipline you have not learned, influence you have not stewarded, humility you have not practiced, or obedience you have not finished. Sometimes, the very place you are trying to leave is the place where I am strengthening what the next season will require. If there is still peace beneath the pressure, if there is still fruit in your presence, if I keep giving you wisdom for the room, if I keep showing you how to grow instead of only how to escape, then do not rush out before the work is finished. The second instruction may be wait. Wait is not the same as stay forever. Hear that clearly. Wait means do not resign yet. Wait means timing has not fully aligned. Wait means provision is still being arranged. Wait means counsel still needs to confirm. Wait means your emotions are still too loud, and my peace has not settled the matter. Wait means the door may be coming, but the bridge is not ready. Do not despise the word wait. Delay is not denial. Delay is often protection. If you leave too soon, you may step into unnecessary strain. If you move before timing, you may call it faith while carrying anxiety into a place I was still preparing. When I say wait, I am not holding you back to punish you. I am holding you until obedience can move without panic. The third instruction may be prepare. Prepare means begin building the bridge to the next season without announcing it prematurely. Prepare means update what needs to be updated, learn what needs to be learned, save what needs to be saved, ask what needs to be asked, research what needs to be researched, heal what needs to be healed. Strengthen your skill, your resume, your finances, your boundaries, your prayer life, and your discipline. Preparation is obedience, not lack of faith. Noah built before rain came. Joseph stored before famine came. David was anointed before he sat on the throne. Do not wait until the door opens to become ready for the door. Let me prepare you quietly, deeply, steadily. What is hidden now may become the reason you can stand later. The fourth instruction may be speak. Some of you want to leave because you have not yet had the conversation I told you to have. Some of you are calling it release, when I am calling you to confront with humility. Speak does not mean explode. Speak does not mean accuse without wisdom. Speak does not mean empty years of frustration into one meeting and call it courage. Speak means address the issue with truth and self-control. Clarify expectations. Ask the hard question. Negotiate with wisdom. Set the boundary. Advocate for what is right. Bring light where silence has allowed confusion. There are times when I will not let you leave until you have learned to use your voice without fear and without pride. If you cannot speak truth in this room, you may carry the same silence into the next room. Ask me, Lord, is there something I must say before I go? The fifth instruction may be go, and when I say go, do not cling to fear and call it loyalty. When peace, timing, provision, conviction, and counsel align, obey, go without bitterness. Go without drama. Go without needing everyone to understand. Go without making fear the final vote. If I have lifted the grace, confirmed the door, settled your spirit, provided the path, and surrounded the decision with wisdom, then do not keep asking for permission from the insecurity I already delivered you from. Go in peace. Go with order. Go with gratitude for what the season taught you. Go with clean hands and a steady heart. Do not remain where I have released you simply because familiar discomfort feels safer than unfamiliar obedience. Now pause and pray through these words slowly. Stay, wait, prepare, speak, go. Do not rush past them. Say each one before me. Notice where peace settles. Notice where anxiety performs. Notice where your flesh argues. Notice where your spirit becomes quiet. Sometimes fear will get loud around the very instruction that leads to freedom. Sometimes pride will get excited around the instruction that leads to disorder. That is why you must not discern by emotion alone. Bring the words into my presence and let peace rule like an umpire. Let it call what is safe. Let it call what is out of bounds. Let it stop what your panic is trying to force. If you are choosing not to move from panic, type in the comments, I will not leave without God's peace. If you need prayer for your workplace decision, leave your prayer request below so this community can stand with you. Do not carry this alone. There are others standing at the same crossroads, learning to obey without desperation, learning to trust without rushing, learning to surrender without shutting down. My child, I am not trying to confuse you. I am training you. I am teaching you to recognize my voice not only in church, not only in worship, not only when life feels simple, but in contracts, conversations, meetings, resignations, interviews, boundaries, budgets, and closed doors. I care about the decisions that shape your future. I care about your work. I care about your peace. And when you ask me for the specific instruction, I will not mock your need for clarity. I will guide you. Stay, wait, prepare, speak, or go. One step at a time, one act of obedience at a time, one surrendered decision at a time. My child, what you call slow, I may call covered. What you call silence, I may call strategy. What you call rejection, I may call redirection. You see the delay from the place of your fatigue, but I see it from the place of your future. You see the unanswered email. I see the manager behind the door. You see the interview that did not move forward. I see the atmosphere that would have drained your spirit. You see the approval that has not come. I see the debt, the instability, the pressure, the hidden bondage, and the premature weight that would have crushed what I am still strengthening in you. Do not resent every closed door. Some doors did not close because you failed. Some doors closed because I stood between you and what would have looked like elevation while functioning like captivity. The title may have sounded like promotion, but the culture would have wounded you deeper. The salary may have looked like provision, but the demands would have pulled you away from peace, family, health, prayer, and obedience. The opportunity may have made your pride feel restored, but it would have trained you to chase validation instead of my voice. I know what is behind the door before your hand ever reaches for it. This is why my protection does not always feel gentle at first. Sometimes protection feels like delay. Sometimes it feels like an application that goes nowhere. Sometimes it feels like a recruiter who stops responding. Sometimes it feels like a final interview that ends without an offer. Sometimes it feels like your spirit becoming unsettled when everything on paper looks right. Sometimes it feels like wise counsel telling you to wait when you wanted them to confirm your escape. Sometimes it feels like circumstances forcing you to prepare when you wanted permission to move immediately. Hear me clearly. The door that did not open may have spared you from a deeper wound. The delay that frustrated you may have saved you from debt you were not ready to carry. The pause that humbled you may have prevented a pride-driven leap. The waiting season that exposed your impatience may have protected you from taking an old wound into a new assignment. I am not only concerned with getting you out, I am concerned with getting you out whole. I am not only concerned with changing your location, I am concerned with changing the way you discern, the way you prepare, the way you trust, and the way you obey. Peace does not always explain everything. Peace will not always give you every detail, every reason, every timeline, or every hidden fact. But my peace will guard your heart while I align what you cannot see. My peace will keep you from signing from panic. My peace will keep you from speaking from offense. My peace will keep you from mistaking pressure for instruction. My peace will stand like a watchman at the gate of your future and say, "Not this way, not yet, not from fear, not without wisdom, not without me." Do not confuse my quietness with absence. While you are waiting, I am not idle. I am arranging timing. I am sharpening skills. I am preparing the next connection. I am healing the motive underneath the decision. I am teaching you to recognize peace before pressure. I am teaching you to stop bowing to urgency simply because urgency sounds powerful. I am teaching you that a delayed answer can be mercy wearing the clothing of inconvenience. So let the delay do its holy work. Let it sober you. Let it strengthen you. Let it reveal what was driving you. Let it expose whether you want my will or only relief. Do not threaten me with your obedience. Do not bargain with me from exhaustion. Do not say, "Lord, if you do not move by this date, I will take matters into my own hands." That is not faith. That is fear trying to control the altar. Bring the resignation back to me. Bring the fear back to me. Bring the future back to me. Place the unopened doors, the delayed approvals, the unanswered messages, the unrest in your spirit, and the longing for change before me without panic. I am not punishing you. I am protecting you. And when the time is right, you will understand that what felt like a delay was my hand covering you, guiding you, and teaching you to walk by peace. Now, my child, lay it all on the altar. Not only the resignation letter, not only the job offer, not only the decision that has kept you awake at night. Lay down the fear of bills. Lay down the anger toward leadership. Lay down the disappointment of being overlooked. Lay down the desire to finally be recognized. Lay down the secret hope that leaving will make them realize what they lost. Lay down the uncertainty of the future, the pressure of timing, the exhaustion in your body, the questions you have not said out loud, and the part of you that is tired of being strong. Do not hide any of it from me. I already see it. I see the email you wanted to send. I see the words you held back in the meeting. I see the tears in the car before you walked into the building. I see the smile you put on while your soul was weary. I see how long you have tried to be faithful in a place that did not always feel fair. I am not asking you to pretend the job has not hurt you. I am not asking you to call wrong right. I am not asking you to silence wisdom, ignore patterns, or bury pain under religious language. I am asking you to stop letting hurt become the loudest advisor. Pain can speak, but pain must not rule. Anger can reveal, but anger must not lead. Weariness can warn you, but weariness cannot be your shepherd. Fear may knock, but fear cannot sit on the throne of this decision. Let my peace rule. Let my wisdom examine. Let my timing cover. Let my voice become louder than the pressure to prove, escape, defend, or control. Surrender does not mean doing nothing. Surrender means refusing to move until fear is quiet and my peace has spoken. So pray now, not with performance, not with panic, not with polished words. Pray as a child speaking to the Father who already knows the weight of the moment. Father, I bring you the job, the decision, the resignation, the offer, the waiting, the uncertainty, and the fear. I bring you the bills that make me anxious. I bring you the workplace pain that made me want to run. I bring you the frustration with leadership, the disappointment of being unseen, the anger I have carried, and the desire to be valued. I place all of it before you. Search my heart. Separate your instruction from my exhaustion. Separate wisdom from fear. Separate conviction from offense. Separate holy release from emotional escape. Give me peace that rules, not shallow peace, not forced peace, not a peace I pretend to have because I want a certain answer. Give me the peace of Christ that acts as an umpire in my heart. Let it call what is safe. Let it stop what is not aligned. Let it guard me from moving too early, staying too long, speaking too sharply, or surrendering too slowly. Give me wisdom that discerns the difference between refinement and release. Give me eyes to recognize when you are forming discipline in me, and give me eyes to recognize when grace for an assignment has lifted. Give me courage to stay if staying is obedience. If there is still fruit to grow, humility to learn, a conversation to have, a skill to strengthen, or an assignment to finish, keep me steady. Do not let me call discomfort disobedience. Do not let me abandon a place where you are still working in me. But give me courage to leave if leaving is obedience. If you have released me, if peace has settled, if wise counsel confirms, if provision is ordered, if the door is truly from you, do not let fear make me cling to familiar pain. Teach me to go with integrity, gratitude, order, and clean hands. Give me humility to prepare. Teach me to build quietly before I move publicly. Teach me to steward money, time, skills, relationships, documents, applications, and conversations with wisdom. Do not let me confuse lack of preparation with faith. Do not let me rush because I am tired. Do not let me delay because I am afraid. Protect me from counterfeit doors. Protect me from opportunities that flatter my pride but steal my peace. Protect me from offers that look like rescue but lead to bondage. Protect me from urgency that sounds spiritual but is rooted in desperation. Shut what needs to shut. Confirm what needs to be confirmed. Expose what needs to be exposed. And make my spirit sensitive to your warning. Father, I will not run ahead of you. I will not stay behind you. I will not move from panic, pride, offense, or fear. I receive your peace as my umpire and your timing as my covering. I surrender my need to know every detail before I trust you. I surrender my demand for immediate answers. I surrender my fear of being forgotten. I surrender the version of my future I tried to control. Lead me in the way I should go. Order my steps. Guard my heart. Cover my transition. And let my next move be born from obedience, not anxiety. And now hear me, my child. I know the way you should take. I will not abandon you at the desk, in the interview, in the transition, or in the waiting. I will not leave you alone in the meeting. I will not forget you in the application process. I will not lose track of you between one season and the next. I am your shepherd in the office and outside of it. I am your provider before the paycheck and after it. I am your father when doors open and when doors close. You are not uncovered. You are not unseen. You are not late when you are walking with me. If this prayer met you in the middle of a real career decision, like this video as a sign of agreement, subscribe for more messages that help you discern God's voice, and share this with someone who is one hard day away from quitting without peace. Write below, Lord, lead my next step in peace, and leave your prayer request for your job, interview, workplace conflict, or transition so we can agree with you in faith.